Hey guys, it's Hannah.
Hi, it's Shiloh.
Camila.
And Aubrey.
Welcome back to Mics.and.Mischief, where we will dive into questions and topics that are important to Gen Z. Each week, we will bring you fresh insights, intriguing concepts, and thought-provoking conversations. So grab your headphones, get comfy, and let's get into it.
In our previous episode, we talked about holiday traditions, but we think an interesting topic to cover is predictions for this new year. While there are many categories and aspects of life we could do predictions for, we only have time for a few. So what do you guys think?
Everybody talks about going to the gym, but
Yeah.
who ends up going to the gym?
No, that's genuinely what I'm saying. Which one of you said you were gonna do a gym prediction? Like which one of you had a New Year's resolution?
Me. Shiloh, you did.
I did. Okay. And which one of you have been to the gym at least 3 times so far this new year?
I don't think I've been once.
Yeah. So
I have an excuse,
I feel like that's really reflective of like the majority of people's New Year's resolutions. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna get healthy and fit, and then it's like, actually, I prefer pizza.
Not that pizza's bad, but
No, yeah.
everybody starts off the new year like, I'm going to better my life. And that's good. We want to start off positive, but let's make goals that we know we will stick to.
I feel
Right.
like we've said that in one of the past episodes. Let's make like reachable, reasonable goals.
No, right. Yeah.
Definitely a theme.
Right. As far as like New Year's like trends though, okay, do you guys spend much time on Pinterest?
All the time.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. I only look for it, I only look on Pinterest for like outfit inspo and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, well, on Pinterest, I've been doing my research, and Pinterest says that like this new year there's gonna be like cherry coated things, like
Cherry.
Cherry?
like okay, you know the color of cherries?
Right.
Pinterest is saying that like that color is just gonna explode. Like
Oh, that's
everyone's
the
gonna be
color.
wanting the color.
Look at my phone case.
Wait, I feel like that was like a miniature, like,
No, and then
trend at one point.
and then
Right.
yeah, and then that was the other trend I was gonna mention, the miniature stuff. I'm low-key into the miniature. Like I think that's like kind of cool, like for clothes and stuff.
Small is cute.
Exactly.
I like it when they have like little like decor. Have you seen
Yes,
the
yes,
small
yes.
little
No, yeah,
cups,
right.
small stuff?
Yeah.
But yeah, new trends. I also told myself that I was gonna like lock in on the grind at school.
Oh.
Real.
You see how they're laughing? It's because that has not happened. That's something we're gonna have to work towards. And Shiloh, how are your New Year's resolutions going with your boot now?
They're all like they're all on pause. Let's just say that. Okay. All of the goals that I have for this year are on pause because I can't walk. But, you know, we'll be okay.
Guys, I would just like to point out, like, even though you cannot see them, Shiloh's outfits have been eating so much recently that I don't see why she eats New Year's goals. Like, literally, she is goals.
Cute.
I'm sorry, guys. But okay.
To walk when you should strut.
What? So, what about social media trends?
How's it going? How's it going online?
I think, okay, first,
Guys, wait. I just like to point out, I haven't had TikTok for like a couple months. Like when I said I was deleting it a couple months ago, I actually did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not expecting
Yeah.
that.
Resolution. She
So you're telling me I'm the only person who has TikTok right now?
Yes.
Bruh.
Okay, so currently it's not on the App Store. So if you had it before the ban, it's still, you can still have it. But you can still use it. Anyways, my side of TikTok is a lot of political stuff.
Bro,
with
can we talk
Trump,
about how it did
Mass
get banned?
deportation, you know, illegal immigrants getting deported, ICE, just like all the problems that are going on in this world right now. So,
We definitely came into the new year with a lot of topics
and heavy baggage.
and heavy baggage, especially from political agenda and like social media and all that stuff. Definitely came in with a lot of, okay, so is TikTok gonna be gone?
Yeah, and
Is-
it has
is
been
it
gone.
priorities, but
No, like famous influencers on there were spilling their secret.
Oh.
Spilling.
Wait, actually?
Yes. You
bro,
know, like,
they were like, you know that GoFundMe that I made
yeah.
2 years back, and I said it was to pay off for my son's knee surgery. Well, actually, that was to profit for my foot fetish or something like that.
Yes.
That's
so
crazy.
bad.
Wow, I was not expecting that.
And then when they realized TikTok wasn't gone, ooh.
they were like, "Hey guys, so we're back." And mind you, TikTok was only gone for like a couple of hours, and people were panicking. They were already having withdrawals.
Do you guys not see the issue here, though? Like, are we
Yeah,
serious?
we're addicted.
No, it is actually crazy.
What is this? I don't speak French. Like, we do not have social media. It's just you, Shiloh.
No,
Okay,
and
Mom.
like,
And every other person probably listening in.
right. No, and like, I was on Pinterest, of course. And bro, even on Pinterest, the like least social media of the social medias, everyone, like my whole For You page was popping up with videos literally crying that TikTok was going away. Like, guys, it was irresistible to watch, but it was also embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie.
No, this is, like, really
Yeah,
embarrassing.
like people were desperate enough. Okay, I was one of them, so I can't say.
Oh my god.
But
Downloaded like every
there's
single
this
video.
There's this Chinese app called Red Note, and people from America are going on there, and they're putting on their bio as their TikTok refugees.
Oh gosh. Yes, I have heard
And
that.
the Chinese people were really welcoming, and they were actually on.
You know what? Some good has come from this.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm sure America.
I don't see the good here.
Yeah.
But
You don't see the good.
What's the good that happens?
Like, I think
I mean, it's like,
America can see its problem, its addiction.
But are they going to do anything to fix the problem?
Right, and
No.
that's the whole
No.
point, because especially with the other app, the whole concern with this was that China was stealing our information, and then if Americans just go straight to another app, it's just kind of like, okay. So,
well, that's a full-on Chinese
we
app.
actually did not accomplish anything.
It
If
made it worse.
yeah, if
Yeah.
not, we definitely went back a few steps.
Definitely.
But I think it's brought some people together. But I think the problem with TikTok being gone is that because a lot of people guys used it as their sole source of income, I feel like if TikTok really did disappear, it would be a job crisis for a lot of Americans, because that's a lot of income. And maybe it shouldn't be, but it is. It's a lot of income for some people. And so if TikTok is gone, where are these people
Well-
who have left their day jobs for money?
I feel like influencers should have a backup plan anyways. And I feel like most of them do.
No, absolutely.
Some
But
of them
also,
don't.
I think we're overestimating how many people actually get money from TikTok, because there's like a 1%
Yeah.
of people that get money from TikTok, and while it may be like millions, it is a 1%. Like everyone else, the other 99% that are like making videos and creating content actually do not get paid, and if they do, it's very little.
Right.
And I know it's also hurting small businesses, because that's how they got their stuff out there.
Right.
But
There's other ways to promote.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Aubrey's just like, man,
Love that. Right.
So, as we're in the dead of winter, another important topic that affects millions of Americans is the impact of seasonal changes on mental health. What are everyone's thoughts on that?
Yes, that's like so true for me. Like, I don't get seasonal depression like a lot of people do, but I like the summer is my prime, and then in the winter I just feel weighed down. I just like cannot do winter.
Yeah.
Like, even though it is a fun season and it's just chill, like it's very chill, like literally and metaphorically speaking. No.
No, I
No, I
what
get
you're
that,
saying.
yeah. I feel like everyone, especially during the cold seasons, they get really busy. Extracurriculars start coming in the way. Tournaments are starting. So I feel like everyone just gets really busy and really burnt out.
Mhm.
Plus the cold, I think, affects your mood. So I think that's why people start, kind of declining when it's
Yeah.
winter time.
And I guess my question for some people is, at what point is like, yeah, so there's like seasonal like lack of motivation, but at what point is it like, no, even if it was in the summer or even if it was my favorite month, I wouldn't feel motivated, like what's the difference between that seasonal lack of motivation and just an overall like, yeah, I'm lazy,
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a different thing though.
Yeah, but sometimes people like equate them to each other,
Right.
Wait, what do you mean?
So by equating them to each other, they're saying like, maybe in the summer they're like, I just like can't do anything, or I don't want to go to work today. But then in the winter they're like, I can't do anything either. Like I and like every single season it's the same.
Yeah, but I feel like that's just a them problem. That's not a seasonal
Yeah.
issue.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
At what
okay.
point is it like you're actually just lazy
Mhm.
rather than it's a seasonal like mood change?
Maybe with a seasonal mood change, like more people are quote unquote depressed or have the lack of motivation to do whatever they need to do, while over the summer most people are productive. And then there's like some people or a few that are just like, nah, I don't want to do anything, let me just stay at home.
Yeah, that's so
It's summer, we don't have school, so
yeah. Also, you have to take into consideration the sun. Like,
Yeah.
people are getting so much less vitamin D during the winter months than they do in the summer. So I
Right.
think that automatically affects the mood too.
Yeah.
So what about you, Camila?
I have come bearing statistics
Okay.
and information. Okay, so I did some research because I actually found this topic very interesting because in my own family, who come from really warm islands, when the winter hits in America, it's like the most gloomy, downtrodden,
Oh gosh.
mood I have ever felt. And so I was like, I feel like this has something more to do with it. And I'm right. It's called seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, and this is what it is among teenagers. It's a type of depression that typically occurs during the fall and winter months when daylight hours are shorter. SAD can lead to symptoms like fatigue, sadness, irritability, and difficulty concentrating. So we can see that this comes from daylight hours. You were right, Hannah. It comes from a lack of sun. It comes from the lack of vitamin D. And so, according to the National Institute of Mental Health, about 5% of the U.S. population experiences SAD annually, with higher rates among teens and young adults, and 10 to 20% of teenagers experience some form of seasonal mood changes, though not all will meet the criteria of clinical diagnosis of SAD. So we all have mood changes during it because the sun, the different temperatures, it's just a different season. And not all of that means that it's part of SAD, but it does mean that it can fit the clinical diagnosis for seasonal affective disorder.
Yeah.
Its impact can be depression and anxiety, and it says that depression rates in adolescents have been rising with winter feelings of sadness and isolation, and that 15 to 20% of teenagers with SAD develop significant depressive symptoms, leading to problems at school, in relationships, and in everyday life. So in winter, I definitely feel too that everybody starts slowing down during school.
Yeah, that's so true. And also, what was that percentage again? Like 5%? There has to be a bigger, like, there's no way that's accurate. Like
15 to 20%.
Yeah, 15 to 20%. Like, I suspect it's probably among 80% of Americans. Like, obviously, I didn't do the study, but like, it has to be so much higher than that.
It feels like it's bigger for sure.
Right.
It also says that a survey by Sleep Foundation found that over 70% of teens report difficulty sleeping during the winter months, and poor sleep is directly linked to increased symptoms of anxiety and depression. Who here sleeps at least 10 hours?
Not me.
It's silence in the studio, chat.
Literally.
I find it really hard to have a sleep schedule. Anybody else directly go to bed at one certain time and wakes up again at a certain time?
Literally, yes, absolutely.
It's definitely linked, and it gets worse during the winter. And it says, as days get shorter and winter conditions worsen, teenagers often spend more time indoors, reducing physical activity and social engagement. A lack of social interaction and outdoor activity is a well-documented factor in mood disturbances and feelings of isolation. It also says that the National Institute of Mental Health reports that social withdrawals is a common symptom of SAD in teenagers, leading to a further decline in mental health.
Yeah.
It also says that more than 90% of teenagers report using social media regularly. For some teens, the increased screen time during the winter months when outdoor activities are limited can contribute to a worsening of mental health. Constant comparison on social media platforms can fuel feelings of inadequacy or anxiety.
Guys, I'm just going to be honest right now. Social media can be good for some people and a positive thing. For some people, social media is not good for them. I'm like, period. Like, for some people, it just does not work for them. And like, I know some people that social media is really toxic for them. And it's not a positive experience. And that's really hard because that's a decision that sometimes your parents have to make for you. And that's also a decision that sometimes you have to make for yourself. And I just want to put this out there that if you're someone that is addicted to social media or you have a really hard time with social media, get help immediately. Shiloh, I know I'm probably talking to you.
No, it's good.
I think having self-awareness is important.
Yeah.
Because also ask yourself, like, ooh, what's it gonna do to me to, like, be here in these cold winter
Right.
months, and then see this girl posting all her pictures while she's in, like, Hawaii hula dancing, and I'm out
Bruh,
here.
yeah.
Like, 'cause
Yeah.
when I see the summer pics, I start feeling it. I'm like, no, why am I not there? Why am I not warm?
Right. No,
So-
social media could definitely be a source of procrastination. Like, instead of doing my homework, I just, you know what? Like, I think to myself, maybe I should go on TikTok for 5 minutes. And then 5 minutes turns into 30 minutes. 30 minutes turns into an hour to 2 hours. And then it's just like a loop where you're stuck on social media.
Right.
So, people definitely have to be careful.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up this podcast episode. Let us know any comments, questions, or even possible segment ideas you would like to hear. Also, if you'd like to be featured or join us on an episode, you can find the link in our social media. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify. Until our next episode, keep exploring, stay curious, and thanks for being part of the Mics and Mischief community. See you next time.